that?
My son's toy on the back of his toy has Pizza Planet logo on it.
Your son, okay. I'm sorry we have to dive into this. Your son has a
Hold
Forky.
on. Can we go live to dive into this?
Where-
Can we like actually go into the show and dive into this? Because this is like because we have a shit show tonight. It's literally just
right.
a little
And we all
baseball
have
over other.
young children in our lives. I need to know about this.
Okay, so we're gonna hit the button and go for it. Episode 394 S&D podcast. All right, I had a direction to start in, but our pre-production, whatever bullshit convo that we call it,
It went off the rails.
yeah, we need Danny's child to come on the show as soon as possible to answer all these questions.
No, he doesn't. I watch all the shows with him, so it's okay.
Okay, so Forky has like shorts and shit, right? Like on
No.
Disney Plus or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, not like clothes shorts, like
Yeah,
TV
you
shorts.
confused me for a second. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway,
Got to build up to that.
Now
No.
you have to ask the question. You said you had a question.
What the that was my question. Like,
That was
We're
it.
Okay, so the conversation started where Danny explained to us that Forky is actually from Pizza Planet, which is in the first one.
Yes.
okay,
So
but where does it say that?
okay, on his toy on the back of the Forky toy, there's a Forky.
So you got
toy.
him like at the store or on Amazon, like a Forky
Yeah, someone
in a box type of thing.
Yeah, like
Okay.
a real Forky toy. And when you turn it around, it has a Pizza Planet logo, as if the Forky was originated from Pizza Planet. They never said that, so they just sneak that in there.
Just threw it
We
in there.
learned by the little clip shown at what's it called, D23 of Toy Story 5, that they don't tell you anything in any of these movies because apparently Woody ends up back with the group after telling them, "You guys get lost. I'm chilling with Bo Peep."
If there's a will, there's a way.
Now Forky from Pizza
Sounds good.
Planet. Because okay.
I'm not going all the way down. I'm not going all the way down now, but at the end of the night, when I go back downstairs, and if the toy is physically
Easily
found, I will take
Okay.
a photo of it.
Forky is a spork from Pizza Planet. The official Funko Pop says on Pizza Planet on the back. What I did, the reason I stopped is because you look at
Funko
Forky.
Pop of Sporky.
They have
No,
Funko Pops and everything.
Yeah.
Sporky is like he is backwards. The back of the spork is his face. Like it's not the front.
Yes.
It's not an encaved face.
Well, no, he's
It's the
definitely a
back.
spork. He's like
And
the Taco Bell
he
spork.
is
Correct.
trashed like us. He is trashed like us.
No, listen. Forky's my idol. Anyway,
Guy's seen things.
that he has seen things that went off the rails way too quick.
What better way to
So-
start an episode than Toy Story?
So,
Forky.
New York can't wait for the Mets to break our hearts.
It's gonna be a long like week and a half, right?
See,
Of waking up to seeing the box score. I'm like, you son of a bitch! It's not
But
how
Oh
I'm
yeah,
supposed to
that's
start
right,
my-
Steve. Yeah, me and Vin are going to bed, and Steve's just waking up.
I think I'd rather it happen now against
Break our
teams-
hearts now on the West Coast when we're asleep, so that way we
one,
don't
break
have to-
them on the West Coast, and two, break them against the teams. Like you're going
boys.
into it, you got to beat these teams. Don't
It's
beat these teams and then lose to the White Sox and then
Boys,
lose to the
it's
fucking
it's
Marlins.
Finn. What team do you root for?
Danny,
Finn, answer my question. What team do you root for?
I root
Who do you root for? You know
Sometimes-
exactly. You know exactly what's going to happen.
for them.
You know exactly what's going to happen.
Oh, so they're gonna take both these series and then lose 2 out of 3 to the White Sox. Is what exactly
Oh,
gonna happen.
100%. That's definitely going to happen.
Oh my god! I forgot to
So
look
it's
today.
3 in
Did
San
they
Diego,
play the
a day
Braves
off.
again?
3 in
I think-
Arizona, 3 against the White Sox, and then no day off, and they just come back and play the Red Sox.
Their schedule has been awful.
Yeah. They've had no
And then-
favors.
And they have the Thursday off, and then they play the Reds. Travel to Toronto for 3 days. Day off. Travel to Philly. No day off. Final homestand of 3 against Washington, 4 against Philly. Day
Oh,
off,
so
2 in
don't go to
Atlanta,
the
day
Braves.
off,
Oh.
3 in Milwaukee.
So they have
Oh,
3 in Atlanta.
That weekend against Atlanta, house horror.
It's not a
that.
weekend in Atlanta. It's a Tuesday, Wednesday in Atlanta. That's it.
It's the middle of the week.
So it's a 2-game series against Atlanta. So that's
In
gonna end
Atlanta.
our season.
3-game series.
A corpse of the
2-game
Braves
series. 2.
corpse.
2
There's
games.
there's a rain makeup. I'm looking at the current schedule. There's a rain out makeup on the 26th now.
Oh, okay.
Then-
So there's no day off for the travel to Milwaukee.
Unfortunately.
So the corpse of the Braves are gonna end our season like always. Got it.
No, here's what's actually going to happen. It's actually worse. On the 20,
They're gonna be their elimination game when Vin is in Milwaukee.
correct. I'm
They're
in
gonna-
Milwaukee.
12-0
them.
going into the 7th inning and then blow it just so Vin could be like, all right, I'm literally just gonna walk back to New York now.
I think we're going Friday night and Saturday night.
Well, that's what you did in Colorado.
Yes. So, but now that I'm saying that, I don't remember when my flights are. I got to double check that. I thought, I don't know, man. Yeah, I mean,
I don't love this team. I don't.
You know that yesterday they were interviewing. So it's been like 25 years since '99. So they had
Okay.
Leiter and Robin Ventura on the game yesterday. I was watching on my phone on SNY.
that's how math
They're
works.
interviewing him, and I had no idea. Like, I guess we were just too young to realize it. We never made the playoffs since '88 all the way to '99.
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. Yeah.
It makes perfect sense.
Which
It
means
makes perfect sense.
listening to Melvin Mora score on a wild pitch on the GW Bridge coming home from a New York Giants game was the first time the Mets made the playoffs in my life. Well, no, technically second because I was like 3 months old when they made it.
In my life.
Right, yeah, you were 3 times.
And no, I mean,
Same, Steve. I was a year when that happened.
all of the times they made the playoffs are up on the stupid banners. That's all the time.
Yes, it is.
That was
it.
Vin's
Every
favorite part of
time
the
is
Blink 182 concert, sing so close to those banners.
I think they've made the playoffs 10 times now.
Since we've been alive.
No, 10 times ever. 2022 was 10, I think.
2022. Let's do it. It's easy.
Let's go.
2022, 2016.
2015.
No,
2016,
16.
2015. Okay, you're right. That counts.
We're gonna
16,
get
15.
technical. We're gonna get.
I have the list. I have.
I
Well,
can
not
name
the
them.
list, but I have.
We could definitely name them.
2022, 2016, 2015. Now we gotta go jump back to 2006. Unfortunately,
Mhm. Yep.
2000, 99.
99,
We're at
88.
6.
88.
88, 86,
73,
73,
and
69.
69.
That's 10.
Sad.
That's it.
Imagine if we were.
You want to look at it the other way. You know, that's what, 5 World Series appearances, though.
Half of them they went to the World Series. Yes.
So when they make it, they go on a night. They either go on a run or they die in the game in the first game.
Before, well, I mean, I guess 88 because it doesn't.
Well, 88, we got robbed apparently from all the older Met fans, and we decided to shit the bed like always.
88, they played the Dodgers, and from what I understand it, I think they were like 12-1 against the Dodgers during the regular season, and then lost.
Yeah.
And also, technically, in '99,
I mean,
they had to play a 1 game in, didn't they?
Yes.
They had to
against
play the 1 game
Reds.
in against Cincinnati.
Correct.
Al Leiter had a pitch in Cincinnati.
Well,
And
so
he had
outside
the
of
complete
this is
game.
Yep,
a lot
5-0.
of-
We gotta know.
blah blah blah. Before 2016, they had always won a round besides 88. 69, obviously, they won the World Series.
Oh yeah,
17, they
there's
went to
no
the World
wild
Series.
card. Good call.
Correct.
No wild card. Yep.
88, they lost in the NLCS, but they had gotten to the NLCS every time going into 2016.
People say that the 88 team was just as good as the 86 team.
Yes, but the Dodgers were the team that year.
No, right.
Well, it was Hershiser threw his arm off for that. I think they got David Cohn that year, if I'm not.
In 1999, October 3rd, the Melvin Moore.
I'm talking about
play.
88. Yes, they got David Cohn in 88, which is why they were. So it was Doc, Ron, and David Cohn. And then
Right.
Bobby Ojeda had a 280 ERA. They were pretty fucking good. Anyway, go ahead.
So in the 99, sitting on the GW Bridge on the way home, listening to Melvin Moore score with Mike Piazza at the plate.
Mhm.
The Giants beat the Eagles 16-15.
That's awful.
1998. So that's
99.
like
99. So
99. Oh, so
Hilliard
that's
caught a
before
9-yard
the
touchdown from
that,
Jim Fossil, and Andy Reid were the coaches.
no. I was gonna say that was pre Kerry Collins coming in to save the day. So that was Ken Graham and
Kent Graham to Ike Hilliard, 9 yards for a touchdown in the first quarter. Then Eagles got a safety. Eagles had a pick six. And then Brad Louise hit a 35, a 25. Norm Johnson hit a 26 and a 32 to put them up 15-13. And then with 7 minutes left in the game, Brad Louise hit a 23-yard field goal to win the game.
Brad DeLuisa. Wow, I haven't heard that name in 24 years.
I was at the game. I was at the
It was an under. They definitely hit the under on that game because it was a
For sure.
35 and a half.
Yeah.
Do.
It was a crazy thing.
Doug Peterson was the starting quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Of the Eagles? Unbelievable.
Yeah,
But
that was
Donovan came in. Donovan played that game too. Doug Peterson went 6 for 15, 75 yards, and Donovan went 3 for 7 for 38 yards. I'm assuming that was like that was his rookie year, I think, Donovan, right?
Yes.
99?
Harry Collins actually did come into this game as well.
Is it the birth of Kerry Collins?
No,
the birth of
real
Kerry Collins
birth
was in Carolina.
I know,
real
but I
birth.
meant the Giants.
The real birth of Kerry Collins was the Jet game. That year.
1999 Giants.
Him and Amani went off. I vividly remember because I was at a friend's house that are Jet fans and we watched it. I was like, yeah.
We won 41-28.
Yeah.
December 5th, 1999.
That was Kerry Collins' coming out party for the G-Man. Crazy to think 25 years ago.
from Ray Lucas.
Yeah.
Ray Lucas.
Right, wasn't that the year that all Jet fans were all hyped and then Testaverde tore his ACL?
No.
Like,
Yes.
No.
98 was the championship. 98 they played the Broncos in the championship game.
Yes.
No, I think it was 97.
No.
Yeah, it was 90. It was 97. I think. I could be wrong. No, it's 98. You're right.
Yeah, it was 98, then 99, and then
Because that was the year they
game.
played the Falcons, the Broncos. 97 they played us. And 98 was Jet Orange.
Right. And then 99
Collins,
was the Rams Titans Super Bowl.
right, and then it was us getting killed by the Ravens, and then so on and so on and so on.
Kerry Collins was a pretty solid.
He was. He really was.
He had a really long career too.
He hung on. He hung on the last 3 or 4 years.
I mean, the last year with Tennessee, not the last year. Okay, 08 with Tennessee, he was pretty good.
Yes, his second to last year with Tennessee, he was okay.
He threw for 4,000 yards and only 19 touchdowns one year.
Yeah, and then they're like, we got Vince Young. Thanks.
This was the Giants, 2002, 4,073 yards, 19 touchdowns. How did that season end?
San Francisco.
San Francisco. Vincent.
That's a vivid memory of my childhood.
Excuse me.
that San
This is
Francisco
coming
game.
from the guy who can't even play any game against the San Francisco 49ers.
That was
who lost to Jimmy G.
We would have went on a playoff run.
Just keep that in mind.
We would have lost.
We
would have lost.
Kaepernick's still running by Clay Matthews every time he closes his eyes.
We would have lost to the Bucks, but we would have went on a playoff run.
Oh, you would have lost to the Bucks for sure.
That's what I'm saying.
But that would have been the next round.
Oh, okay. So we would have advanced.
I don't know if it would have been the next round.
Nothing made me more mad than the next day the NFL writing a letter saying, "Oops, we messed up on that call." Well, thanks.
It actually so while Vincent makes fun of us for losing that game, Daniel, which granted
that was a classic game. Jeremy Shockey throwing ice at fans.
No, 100%. But we would have went on to play Tampa in the second round because the number 3 seed Green Bay Packers got blown out by Michael Vick and the Atlanta Falcons.
Ooh, that was a classic.
27-7.
You know what?
That was the day. So they went to Philly to go play Philly.
That was the day that was all the myths
of
Not
Lambeau
all the myths.
died.
Yeah,
the myths
died.
of Lambeau died. Because all I heard that I remember this vividly.
Nobody could go to Lambeau in
They
January.
never lost a playoff game at Lambeau. They never lost a playoff game at Lambeau. And then I was listening to the fans. Some guy calls up and goes, they played like 7 playoff games at Lambeau, right? It's like it's not like they're 18-0. They were like 7-0 because they stunk from 1970 till the 90s.
Right.
Till Favre, yeah.
Yeah, they were not
But yeah,
good for like
so
20
San Francisco
years.
then went to Tampa, got blown out 31-6. Philly blew out Atlanta 20-6, and then Tampa went into Philly. It was one of the.
They finally beat them.
Was that the first? No, that had to be like the third straight, maybe.
I think
for Reed
that was
number
if
2.
I'm being completely honest, I think that was the second, and
Number
the next
2 or
one would
3.
be 3.
Because it was 4. Because the last
the
one
fourth
they
one
made
was
it.
the Super Bowl.
Right. So that had to be 2. That
So
was the
2000. They
that one
lost
was
in the division game to us. 2001, they went to the conference game in
Right.
St. Louis and lost.
To the
2002, they
then
lost
the
to the
Bucks.
Bucks
They
too.
closed the vet. They closed the vet.
Right, and then they hosted Carolina
closed it.
the following year.
That
Carolina
game
lost.
was a shit show.
And then they went to the Super
Jake
Bowl the
Delhomme.
following year.
14-3 to the Panthers. Jesus Christ.
Jake
Yeah.
Delhomme.
Jake Delhomme, Musa Muhammad, and Steve Smith.
Yep.
They had didn't they have a good tight end too on that team?
The Panthers?
I don't remember the tight ends.
Not
But
that
they
I
had
remember.
Foster and Davis as their running backs.
I'm going to look up that Panther. Here we go. Steven Davis and Sean Foster, Jake Delhomme, Rod Smart. They had a running back.
He hate me.
Musa Muhammad. No
tight
tight end.
end wasn't great. Chris Muggins.
You know who you're thinking of,
Wiggins.
Steve? You're thinking of Ricky Prohl.
You are thinking of Ricky Prohl, who's just a white guy who played receiver.
Was he on that team too?
Yeah,
he
scored
caught 4
that big.
touchdowns.
He caught that big touchdown in the Super Bowl.
Oh yes, that I remember. Okay, that does make sense. Okay,
That
he was the Ram. He was the Ram that he was the scrawny white guy on the Rams.
Yes, that too.
Also,
yes, in the one that they lost to the
Patriots. Yeah,
Patriots.
He caught a touchdown in that game.
He just kept losing the Patriots. He just couldn't. He couldn't help himself.
That's rough. And then that was a fun Super Bowl.
Let's face facts. White receiver against Bill Belichick. You know what that means? He slipped him a couple $100,000 and said, "Hey, you know what to do. You play well. Just make sure the rest of you guys don't."
Was that the Janet Jackson Super Bowl, the 2003?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was. Yep.
In Houston. I was like the
thought it was
third
the
year of
Buck
the Houston
one.
Texans or the second year of the Houston Texans. Something like that. So the Super Bowl was there.
Yeah, it was like technically the first.
Justin Timberlake. It's really kind of crazy how that guy's just bounced back from that.
Well, he didn't really have any blowback. If it happened now, yeah.
I mean, he did just.
Well, now
he
he's
can't drive in New York for a while, for like 3 years.
He's had some issues lately.
Yeah, it's okay.
People decided he wasn't very nice to Britney Spears.
That's because she wrote it in a book.
Just what happened.
Did you know she was on How I Met Your Mother? I've been rewatching
Britney Spears?
I completely forgot she was on that show for a couple episodes.
No, it's
yeah, February 1st, 2004. Crazy.
Creed Humphrey has signed an extension with the Chiefs to make him the highest paid center in the league.
That's great for him and his life.
Needed it.
I'm happy for him. Fucking Braves are winning again. I hate the Braves so much.
So, 2 out of 3 was nice. It was fun.
2 out of 3 from a good team.
Danny, what was your thoughts on the if you could choose one, that TikTok choose your fighter? Alvarez is pump or Winker's pump?
See, so
who are you throwing the ball at its head first? Next year, if Jesse Winker's still on the mats and when we go to Baltimore,
I think I'm
which
going.
Which one of them gets the head hit?
I'm going Winker because he threw his helmet. I've never seen that.
And his elbow guard. And the elbow guard. And the elbow guard. Don't forget.
I'm surprised he left any clothes on.
But I mean, you can't get mad at Alvarez, but Alvarez doing the no look, not even knowing.
that was good.
It was fucking awesome.
Damn, just wait. I was showing Vin. I got
that was cinematic.
That was the game I was in the box for my friends for Daniel's birthday, and I have pictures of him doing that. I have pictures of him doing that, and then I have like a little, like a click of the Gatorade dump on him also.
I'm probably throwing in Alvarez first if I'm them.
He's more likely to be here. That's why.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's part of it.
I mean,
Winkler might be the bench guy they need in Baltimore next week.
He's running. He's literally running the bases without a helmet.
That's true.
So outrageous.
He literally took it was like he got walked. He just took everything off halfway down the line and just kept going. Isn't it funny, like, when you think about it, like, if Nimmo hits that, it's a complete 180 of what he does. He'll just run. He'll just run quickly and be excited.
Well, that's like he hit one earlier and he just ran really fast around there. He was excited, but he just ran really fast around the bases.
He just ran like he got walked. He's smiling.
Yeah, pretty much. He pipped one, the one he hit like a couple nights ago. He kind of watched it. Friday, yeah, he hit one Friday night, and he kind of watched it. Like
because he
the most I've seen it. Yeah, because I think he was like 0 for 17.
He was struggling out of the break, and he's had. But honestly, Keith said it the best on the game yesterday when he came up to bat. If the Mets are going to go on a run, he's got to get hot again. He's got to be the one that gets hot.
I mean, I don't think it has to be him, but I think
I'm not talking like I don't think home run wise, but
he has to go back to being himself. He can't be a non-factor. We have said this, and I will continue to say it until it happens. It's on Pete. That's it. I mean, it's if he has a 12 homer month in September, the sky's the limit. But I see no.
What's the rest of the lineup doing when he has 12 home runs? Is he hitting 12 solo home runs, or is he hitting 4 3-run home runs?
I just gotta be. If someone just has to pay me to be at every game, because the 2 games I went to this year, he's homered.
He homered. I looked this up, and it's not really that. I don't know how reliable these metrics and things are. He is the 7th worst base runner in baseball this year. According to
horrific.
He does it all the time. He thinks he's fast.
What I watched was horrific. It was such a basic play. Even Keith is like, guy, the ball's in front of you. You see where the ball is. Why are you running? The coach is not telling you to come to him.
I'm tracking it on my phone, and it comes up, right, in play, no out. I'm like, oh, great. We're getting a rally going. And all of a sudden it says that he's thrown out at third, and I'm like, all right. But then it says to left field. I was like, where did the ball go that he thought he can get to third from left field? Did it go in the gap? Did something happen? No, it was just a base hit to left field, and he just
literally right at the outfielder.
No, he had to go over like 2 steps. It wasn't a down the line. It wasn't in a gap. No, it was at him.
If that ball went to right field and he makes the turn and goes for it, which ideally he's got to watch, and he gets thrown out, I'm okay with that.
I'm all right. It's fine.
He's not seeing it. He's thinking about things. It's early in the game. All right, fine. But he's also going to be looking at his coach at third base at that point. So the coach is going to be the one that he's got to rely on. Left field, he's watching the ball. He sees where it is. He sees the guy's got it in his hand and decides, oh, let me go to third. I'm already at second. Might as well keep going.
I don't know if there's anybody on the team that would have got the third, to be completely honest.
Well, Lindor probably.
Maybe. Like he was out by 10 steps.
This wasn't like a deep left field. This was like middle left field.
It was terrible, Danny.
That's the annoying thing. It's usually bedtime, so I miss a chunk of the game, and then most nights.
Well, yesterday was work.
So.
Yeah, yesterday was a day game, so I listened to bits and pieces of it.
Right.
And then I didn't even watch Sunday's game because it was on Roku, whatever.
It wasn't a terrible broadcast.
I didn't like it.
I didn't think it was terrible. It was fine because, I found it annoying that they found themselves in a game of, every time Pete came up, they had to find some way to mention Lucas Duda. Kind of got annoying.
Really?
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, they did. They were doing it like every
was
time.
In the booth. So
Recker was in the booth, so he would give a Lucas Duda story every time Pete came up. So
It's not like Davis.
But it wasn't terrible. Record was good. I didn't realize he was only on the team for a year and a half.
No.
Felt like he was on the team for like 10 years.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, the carousel of backup catchers or catchers in general is really just wild. Let's see. How long was he? I feel like he was in the organization for
It was
while.
three total years, 13, 14, and 15. But it was like 50 games, 58 games, 30 games.
I mean, and none of it's good.
No, he
It's
was
all
Surprisingly enough, 140 games for the Mets. Nobody else over 40.
Why was he playing?
Oh, 13
Well,
because
Travis Darno was always hurt, and
That's
Kevin
one.
Hoecki was whatever.
So he was John
walking
Buck's
around with
backup the
dildos.
first year.
He was John
And-
Buck's backup the first year, and
he
basically they
sucked.
were waiting for Travis to come up towards the end of the year, so he was going to play most of that year.
He was just
You know what else
Travis.
they said? He's caught like 3 years worth of Bartolo Colon.
Yeah,
Apparently, he's like really close with Colon also.
So
Like they caught each
Colon
other in
came
Oakland
in
also.
2014, but he was with him. I didn't know this because he mentioned it. He was on Oakland in 2012 and 11, and he caught him in Oakland,
right.
He was his dedicated catcher in Oakland.
which is just weird.
Which I wonder if 15 when Travis was hurt, did we dedicate him to Bartolo? 15?
I
Is
don't.
that why
I don't remember.
This is just the most Braves thing. He went to the Braves for 33 games in 2016, hit
and hit 12
278
home
and
runs
an
against the Mets?
He had 278 with an 828 OPS. They were terrible over that season. I remember the Braves were, but his 33 games, he did something.
Of course he did. It's like watching James McCann hit against the Mets.
Oh my god, that was a
We
bomb.
all called that. Danny was like, "Oh, here it comes."
Bomb.
I am kind of done with Quintana.
I'm over it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Come
was
on.
done before.
That home run was the icing on the cake for me.
I
was like
done.
hoping he could turn into what he was early in the season and kind of bounce back a little bit, but nope.
Like he's a major league pitcher. He's a fifth
But
starter.
he's like a fourth or fifth starter on a
yeah,
team. At
but
this point.
I'm not.
He's a fourth or fifth starter. You get a quality start out of him. You get a win out of him. You're happy.
I mean, and that's part of the problem I have. Like, so Danny was like, I don't like this team. I'm not enthralled with this team either. They don't.
This team is very much like 99.
no, it's not.
It's not.
99.
Well, 99
99 was a very likable team.
But here's the thing. I think this team is very likable. They look like they're having a blast.
No,
at
they
all
are.
times.
I don't know. It's just they're just not good.
When
They're
and the
so
other thing is,
flawed. They are just like
well, okay, hold on. When they roll out their lineup, they go normal lineup 1 to 9. It's pretty good.
the offense,
Now-
yes, but they're just not.
That's the thing. If you get up in a series with the Brewers or the Braves or the Dodgers or whoever, and you're matching up
They're just not a
Mania against
smart
whoever
team.
their one is, it's just not happening. You're matching up Sevy against whoever their one is. I mean, it could happen. I just don't think it is.
Did you guys see that the NL West, all three teams at the top of the division have 70 wins?
No, they don't.
Dodgers have 76, D-backs
Oh.
72, Padres 72.
I thought you meant exactly 70 wins.
No.
I'm pretty sure the Dodgers
That's
have a
what
lead.
that's what I thought too, Vin.
They have a 4-game lead on the Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks and Dodgers have been unbelievably hot lately. That's the thing.
The
Plus, we're
Padres.
playing them.
Padres
That's
and
what I
Dodgers.
meant. The Padres.
But you know
and
what's funny?
Yeah.
If you look
Diamondbacks,
at their
that's what I meant.
last 10, the
Neither-
Diamondbacks and Dodgers are both 7 and 3. The Padres only 6 and 4.
But they were both
they
hot
cooled off a little bit.
before that. Yes.
Right. They both have the best records in baseball since the All-Star break.
So what's funny, the National League Central is over. The Brewers have a 10-game lead.
Division
It's
is terrible.
awful. And to be honest, our division's over too. Phillies have a 7-game lead. The Braves
Braves are
that's not
falling
happening.
apart. Right. They have to have a Met collapse for them not to win that division at this point.
The only real I mean, I would consider the West a divisional race. They're only 4 games out, both of them.
Right? No, that's still up. That's still up for the grabs. The Dodgers have no pitching.
I genuinely don't know who pitches for them anymore.
What's his name? Just got put on the injured list.
Okay, Kershaw is alive now, I think.
Is he?
I think. Did he make any starts? Let's see.
He
He threw 6 shutout innings against the Cardinals last week.
Glen's now 15 on the IL.
Right.
The guy from Japan is on the IL on the 60.
Yeah.
Godslin's on the 60. River Ryan's on the 60.
Okay, but
What is Bueller?
Is Bueller alive?
Bueller's pitching. He's 1-4 with a 6.09 ERA.
I feel like he just came back.
Yeah. In his last 7 games, he's 0-3 with a 7 ERA in his last 15.
Okay. He came back on August 14th, and he gave up 3 runs in 3 innings, and then 3 runs in 4 innings.
4 innings and 3 runs.
So he just got back from an injury.
But still,
they're gonna need him to be him.
They're gonna need him to figure out.
And well, Jack Flaherty's good too. They traded for him, and he's pretty good. No, but that's the other thing. Danny said they're a flawed team. Danny left.
Yep, he'll be right back.
Danny said they're a flawed team. Everybody in this league is flawed. There is no dominant team. The Dodgers aren't the dominant team we thought they were going to be. We just played the Orioles.
Was going to run away with the AL East. They're not running away with anything.
Right. We saw what happened. What's up with the Orioles? Their bullpen is very flawed, and their starting rotation is not that great outside of Corbin Burns.
Right. Well, they were supposed to have their second best starter was supposed to start on Wednesday against us, Efren, and he got put on the IL the night before.
The Yankees, we've seen their issues. The Brewers don't really have enough.
The Guardians are just a fun team.
Again, they're classic Guardians, but you're not really sold. If anybody
and how do you
gets
sell on the Twins and the Royals?
Well, it's gonna be a very much who gets hot kind of thing. There's nobody who's running away with the league.
What's the American League wild card look like? Baltimore has a 2.5 game lead on the Royals and the Twins, and the Red Sox are 3.5 back, and then Tampa's 7. Tampa, Seattle are both 7. So it's basically Baltimore, Kansas City. It's basically the Yankees or Orioles. 2 of the 3, one of the 3 central teams, and the Red Sox are basically what's going to come down to. Because either the Yankees or the Orioles are going to win their division. The other one's going to
be the first wild card, most likely.
Whoever wins the Central, which Guardians only have a 2-game lead on the Royals and Twins. Right. One of those 3 gets 1 spot plus another one, and then it'll come down to
the other Central team and the Red Sox.
Right. Unless Tampa gets hot, because you know how Tampa is.
I don't see that happening.
I don't see it. They traded guys away to get rid of them.
They traded Rosarena to the Mariners, who just fired their manager.
Which, maybe they get after we got 1 run scored all weekend, and now a week later they fire their manager. Well, like I said, it's probably one of those spark things. They were in their division race
in their last 10. So that means that we left, and they just started losing. They got swept by the Tigers. They lost 2 out of 3 to the Pirates, and they got swept by the Dodgers.
That's not good.
That's the Mariners after we left.
That's why you got fired.
Yeah, I mean that's it right there. Boom.
2028 season. Okay.
That's one road trip. They went to Detroit, Pittsburgh. Why was their road trip Detroit, Pittsburgh, LA?
Well, why was ours
coming home? I'm stupid. Never mind.
Why was ours the way it was too, where we had to go from?
It still should have been Pittsburgh, go all the way east to Pittsburgh, then come back to Detroit, and then come back to LA,
right,
and go home. But
I mean, it really didn't matter. Pittsburgh and they're about
Pittsburgh and Detroit are pretty close.
Couple hours away from each other,
and then you're just coming home. Okay. Anyway,
so 2024. So that's 4. So the rate. So I was looking at. There was a report my buddy said that he kept seeing Tampa's all in on Pete because they want him for the new stadium.
And he's
4 years away. Right. He's from there. That's 4 years away to sign a guy at 31 and hope he's still good enough in 4 years when they open up a new stadium.
They're not even going to sign a 4-year deal if it's them.
Well, they would give him like an Ohtani type deal where
I
you
guess
give him $1
they
million a year.
tried to give Judge the contract, so maybe.
Listen, they try and give someone a contract every offseason and just to make it look like they're trying to give a guy a contract. But let's face it, they have all these young guys that eventually are gonna just pop up.
I'm looking at potential free agents going into this year and kind of what. I mean, he's probably the.
I'll be right back, boys.
Yep.
He's probably off of what kind of season they're having. He's probably the second best offensive player on the list that I'm looking at, behind Soto. Because
he's the best first baseman that's supposed to be available.
Well, it's Bellinger who can technically play first base is available, but he has not had that great of a season. Paul Goldschmidt is available, but he's 30, going to be 37, and has not had a good season.
Right. They're over. Everyone's over him.
Teoscar Hernandez is pretty good. But it's a lot of pitchers. I mean, it's Burns and Fried and Verlander and Scherzer and I mean, possibly Garrett Cole. I don't know. If he opts out, he's a free agent. I don't know if he's going to do that, but
so should we give a congratulations to Patrick Corbin, who started the year with 97 career wins and just got his 100th win today.
Shout out to, you know what?
And someone tweeted out. So the Nationals tweeted out congratulations, and then someone quote tweeted and said, "Bro started the year with 97 wins, only took 5 months."
But he just so they won the World Series in 2019. Since then, his ERAs have been 4.6, 5.8, 6.3, 6.2, but he has made every single damn. He just is going out there, taking that ball, getting lit up.
You know who would love to have him right now? The LA Dodgers.
I don't think they would, because it's literally awful. But you know what? Credit to him and credit to them.
He makes more starts than half of their rotation. So yes, they would love to.
He's just taking the fucking ball and owning up to it and dealing with the repercussions. He threw 180 innings last year. That's, for a guy that bad, that's shocking.
I didn't realize there's football on today.
Who's on?
What do we got?
It's a third preseason game. What are you playing?
Richardson's playing.
Good luck with that.
The Colts.
Is that live or is it just?
Yeah. Doesn't look like it's on anything though. Oh, NFL Network has it.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. They have the Chiefs-Bears game.
That feels like a delay.
Nope, it's live action today. There's 2 games on today, but the Colts are also on because I saw 7-7. Yeah, Colts Bengals. See, my personal opinion on the NFL preseason, despite it being stupid, think that you should play nobody in your conference.
I don't know if that's I don't necessarily disagree. Even. The Packers aren't, so I guess that's a plus.
Giants played the Lions in the first game. You know, nobody really played anyway, so no big deal. They also don't play each other during the season.
Well, that's the other thing is I don't.
But like the Colts and Bengals are playing, and like
they're not. You know, you're not playing the coverages you're gonna play. You're not running the plays you're gonna run.
Everything changes. I know. I get that.
It's just so different.
I don't know. Danny, do you think the preseason football wise, they should not play anybody in their conference? Should you only go other conference? You think it would be more intriguing for the nonchalant fan to want to go to the game.
Nah. I think as long as it's not division, I don't think anybody cares. Like it just should just be all local teams and do what they used to do. For the Giants, for example, it would be the Giants, Jets, and then Giants, Pats, and the Eagles would play the Jets would play the Eagles, and then you'd play that one random team.
I guess that makes sense.
And
It's
how
cool.
the Tex-
Sort of like the Packers played the Browns and they played the Broncos. That's not really close.
You don't really have You don't really have a state rivalry though. That's the thing. Like
no, but they played the Browns. They played the Ravens. Cleveland and Baltimore are relatively close. But
who are you playing this week?
They're playing Baltimore this week.
Okay.
They played Denver last week.
Yeah, I watched some of that. I watched some of the Broncos.
I was not good. Bad.
It was not. It was very bad.
Good job setting up Bo Nix to be the starting quarterback.
It was we played all of our backups. Somebody tweeted the Packers are very much in trouble if all 11 offensive starters get hurt because people were freaking out because they didn't score a point. It was bad.
Someone on the Bears just got carted off. One of the offensive linemen.
Was it Caleb Williams?
It wasn't. Sorry,
nice.
Jen.
It's not nice.
Are you scared?
I think
is Vincent scared?
I think
Is Vincent scared? Is Vincent scared?
Can I tell
running
you one
quarterback?
thing?
Well, first off, his history of running mobile quarterbacks isn't great. So.
Can I tell you one thing I don't like? I would have much rather play the Bears early in the season. We don't play them until November 17th. Don't. They giving that guy way too much time. I said this when they drafted Rome. I don't like that. The fact that they have that combination.
That combo is going to be killer.
Let alone DJ and Keenan Allen. I'm a huge Keenan Allen guy. I don't like it at all.
They'll find a way to mess up.
They have a solid team.
They do, but it's still...
Remember if they didn't make that trade with Carolina 2 years ago, they're not picking Williams.
No. Yeah. I mean, he's still a rookie, regardless of how good he is. It's like basically only RG3 and Andrew Luck that came in and made a... I mean, there's probably others I'm not thinking of that came in right away, made a huge impact, but it's rare. I mean, Trevor Lawrence didn't do it. He gets.
He made it. No, his rookie year was the Saban year, so no, he didn't make an impact that year. The second year was the big year for him.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And
I mean, Burrow. Then Burrow tore his ACL.
Burrow
had the potential to have a big year, and then he tore his ACL in the end of October.
We go back to Peyton, obviously that kind of shit. It's like
he had a shit rookie year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So,
but for every
and the answer to the trivia question is in Madden, Neighbors Worst 12, Danny.
Why?
Okay, that's weird.
Because in Madden you can't give multiple players the same number.
Fair. Art tweeted out the other day that he wants a single-digit number, so it's either 6
1, 2.
or no. Well, it's either 2, 4. No, it's either 2, 6, and then obviously 5 is Thibodeau. So,
well, that's not happening.
9 is Gano. So it's either like 2 or 6. Because someone said
outside the games, there's been zero conversation about Gano this entire season.
I'm okay with that.
I'm just shocked they didn't bring somebody else in. Him coming off the surgery.
Well, they have the redhead from Penn State.
Oh, they do have somebody else there. I thought you just don't hear about the kicking. That's it.
Yeah,
and every time I turn on the game,
when I went to camp, he was there.
And every time I went into the game, when I watched parts of the game, they were just punting.
Right.
I don't want to talk about kickers. Kickers suck.
That'll be interesting though, because he did come back from knee surgery.
You know, it was intriguing. I did a mock draft with our league today, and I got Justin Tucker in the 15th round, and then I remembered he's probably going to get taken in the top 10 rounds because of Denise.
What did you use to do a mock draft? I'm curious.
The app I have, it's the same one I used every year, and I didn't realize that it was on like auto renewal.
Whoops.
So it's called Fantasy Football Dominator. They let you log into.
Yeah, I've done Roto World for the drafts.
I just completely forgot that they had an auto and it hit. I guess it hit like a month ago because I went on my subscription things to delete something else and I saw it. I was like, oh, it renews next summer now. I guess
I
I did it.
used Sleeper, and you can like
I've heard Sleeper's good.
you can.
Sleeper is
It just gives you the draft board, and you can input picks wherever you
Yeah,
want.
I like
So that's what
Sleeper.
I just imported all of our. But
Sleeper.
when you draft a kicker that is like above like the last round, it yells at you. It laughs at you. Literally, it says like an emoji that laughs.
Yeah,
at
I've seen that. I've seen
That's
that on
funny.
This one was just annoying. Well, I had to set up the keepers, of course, but it lets you log into Yahoo and sets up basically having the exact same settings
Mhm.
right into it.
Same.
So I was able to make it a mock draft, and when I'm at the draft itself, I'll have that same thing set up on my iPad, and I'll have it as the live draft instead, so that way I can input and then see what's best available.
What I like about Sleeper is that it lets you copy the draft, so I can keep doing it over with the same
Copy
setup.
the settings.
Yeah, Roto World.
We'll copy the whole. You can copy the whole thing, so the keepers stay. Everything stays, and then I could just keep doing it as much as I want.
Now, did you log in to fantasy football? Like, did you log into Yahoo?
I don't know if I tried to do it with.
Because I'm
There's
looking at
another-
Sleeper right now. Like,
No, I literally went and I looked at our list and I inputted everybody's things in the draft order and everything. So it took a little while, but that's like I said, I can copy it. And I mean, our settings are just PPR with 6 points per passing touchdowns. It's very
Right.
simple things.
yeah, my buddy uses he uses Sleeper a lot for like betting and stuff because you
They
can go
have
on there.
like a lot of daily stuff.
They have a lot of daily stuff. He said you can go in there like an hour before game time, and it'll show you all the people who aren't playing and who's not, and who is and who isn't, and all that fun stuff. Oofa. The other weird thing in Madden I noticed because I wore the Century jerseys is they don't have their numbers and stuff on it. I'm guessing it's because they've never actually worn them. Type of thing. I don't know why. Seems like a glitch. I haven't been on in a week, so doesn't matter anyway. But yeah, I tried wearing them, and it was like Daniel Jones was wearing 24, and I'm like, why? Are you doing this?
That's interesting.
So it's kind of weird.
Yeah, I'm sticking with NCAA.
It was one of those promos. It was like
Right.
$75 for the deluxe
Right.
compared to
Right,
like
right.
110.
No, yeah,
I was
I
like,
know
okay.
why. I know why he did it. I'm just saying, yeah.
So, I haven't gotten to the point of transferring my Road to Glory over yet, though, because I'm still in the middle of that. So I'm only in year 2 on that. So got to finish that, and then I'll get to that. Speaking of football, we're gonna do our football preview show next week. Divisions, all that fun stuff. So after the third preseason game, when does roster lock?
Next week.
Or the week after, right? Before Labor Day.
Before Labor Day, no.
Yeah, but it's like Tuesday or Wednesday.
So by the time we record the roster, the quote unquote final roster should be set. Because then you get the waiver guys
by 4:00. So that is
what is it?
August 27th by 4:00. So that's next
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
It's
Okay.
Tuesday night, and that's basically just okay, we're gonna release a bunch of guys, get down to the number, and then we'll release more guys and pick guys up off waivers and
Exactly. And the
see.
Giants have the 6 waiver claims, so we'll definitely be making moves.
Then we start the season. Chiefs Ravens Thursday.
I completely forgot Friday that week also.
And then the Eagles in the gang wars.
The
Packers.
not allowed to wear
Not allowed to wear green in the all green game. Thanks, guys.
The NFL really thought that one through. What time is that game?
I think it's normal time.
Is it like a 4 o'clock?
It's a Friday, so it's going to be normal time.
It's 8 o'clock, whatever.
Well, I didn't know because
8:15.
Okay, so it's at night.
What time is it?
8:15 on
Brazil?
Peacock.
Oh, that game's on Peacock. Okay.
Currently, okay. It's currently not okay. So it's only an hour ahead of us. Okay,
So when I
they're
used to
playing
work
at
at
9
the
o'clock
lighting store,
now.
we worked with Brazil. So during our summer, they're an hour behind, but during our winter, it's like a 3-hour difference because of the way the equator, because of like something to do with the equator.
At the current moment, they're an hour ahead.
Brazil time during
So
winter.
that would mean that they're playing the game at 9:15 Brazil time, which is a little strange, but it's okay.
So apparently, during our winter, it's like a 4-hour difference.
That's stupid.
But aren't we not? Don't we no longer have daylight savings or something? Isn't that like over?
No, I don't think that bill passed. It was supposed to. It was a bill they were trying to get through the thing. I don't think that the bill passed. So we're keeping daylight savings. I don't know. I don't. Daylight savings.
Why are you not up to date?
What do I look like, Biden?
Why are
Well,
you
you
not
do.
up to date? Will daylight savings time end permanently
insult.
in 2024?
I already know you don't like Joe Biden, Danny.
No, I didn't say that.
Yes, you
Daylight
did.
savings to begin Sunday, blah, 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 twice a year, blah, blah, blah.
No, we're keeping daylight savings. It's never going anywhere.
Can't decide. Apparently, they can't decide if they want to get rid of it.
I don't know why. What was the
yes or
point
no
of it?
question? You don't have to change any clock in your house anymore, basically. Maybe one or two. Do you want to do that or do you not want to do that twice a year? That's basically the question.
Okay, but like, so in the fall we go back an hour, right?
You fall backwards and you spring forward.
So when it gets dark at like, that's
5.
Right. It's gonna get dark at 6. No. Am I wrong about that?
I'm pretty sure it's still get dark at 5.
It gets dark at 5.
Right, but it's gonna get if we don't move the clock.
We've done this our whole lives.
Right, but if we don't move the clock, it's gonna get dark at 6.
Right, because you're not falling back anymore.
Right.
So why would I not move? Why would I not want that? Why would I not want more daytime?
Doesn't really matter.
Why is water wet, Vin? Who knows?
So what you're telling me is
We're not
in the
farming. It doesn't matter.
Correct. In the winter,
How do
it
you
gets
know what
dark-
Vin is doing in his backyard?
It gets dark at 5 in the winter and like 7 in the summer, and we have the option of making it 6 always, and we're not doing it. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
But would it be 6 always, or does it change back to?
All right, let's get to this picks.
I couldn't tell you. I don't have.
Vin's more lost about this now than he is anything else.
I don't have the mental capacity at 9 o'clock at night when I woke up at 4:30 for this process.
Yeah, here I am, who woke up at 2 o'clock trying to figure out the same thing. All right, so these are FanDuel over/under numbers. Okay, as of the 22nd of August, so pre-cuts and end of preseason, all that fun stuff. 11.5 for the 49ers.
Are we doing the whole thing? Or you just want to like pick a couple?
We always do the whole thing.
All right. 11.5. I'm going under.
I'm going under too. It's a harder division this year.
I'm say 11. I mean, 11 would be my choice if I had to pick a
Right.
number. And I don't trust Brock Purdy, and I will never trust Brock Purdy.
I drafted Brock Purdy today.
That's your problem. I'm
gonna say they work out the
Ayuk.
what's his name thing, Ayuk thing, and they're gonna hit 12.
I don't know
They're gonna
about
hit 12. That means
They got,
McCaffrey
a, har-
stays healthy.
they got a harder division now. Arizona's not a pushover.
That means McCaffrey will stay healthy all year for you, Danny.
The last dance with him. So if someone wants him,
Blow that door wide open. I'm sure Rosen will send you plenty of stupid trades for him. Don't worry.
under.
I'm gonna go under this year also for the Bears.
yeah, 9's a lot. They'll be, yeah.
They're gonna get like 7. Where they end up with last year? 7, 6,
They
7?
won exactly 7 last year.
Yeah.
So
10.5 for the Bengals is interesting. Jamar's sitting out. Wants money also.
no, I think he's fine.
Burrow can't stay healthy.
Burrow can't stay healthy. Burrow looks like Eminem.
But
They're also in probably the toughest division in football.
they're in a
They are.
relatively tough division.
I'm gonna
And
go
they
under.
they can't beat the Browns. Yeah, I'm going under too. I hate being this negative.
Yeah, me too.
And I think it's a 10-win team.
This is an interesting one. The Bills.
I think
They
a lot.
Well, no, Miami technically still probably runs that division. That division probably still would run through Miami.
They won the division last year, the Bills.
Yeah, the
Right.
Dolphins.
But they got rid of the
choked.
only weapon on offense. So now what?
That's
I
why
think-
I kept Dalton Kincaid. Because I don't see anybody else for him to throw the ball.
Yeah,
to.
it's gonna be Coleman and Shaheed. Not Shaheed. That's the Saints. What's the other? What's the
Oh
guy's
yeah, they
name?
drafted that kid Coleman, right?
Yeah,
They did draft Coleman, who's a blast. He seems like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
He's a wacky kooky dude. I think a lot of the Bills, you would have to think.
They have
You would have-
Samuel, the kid from who's on Washington.
Oh, Curtis Samuel, yeah. You'd have to factor in what you think of the Jets. And I think relatively highly of the Jets, so I'm going to go under again for this.
Yeah, I'm going under again. God damn it.
I think these
I'm
lines
just happy
are
I
good.
got one
I
over in
think
the whole league.
drop the halves, and that's what I think they're going to do. So it's close.
I'm in the same boat, man.
Is Bo Nick's gonna get lit up all season, so that way they could draft Sanders first overall next year.
You know what?
Sure.
This could be the year Bo Nix wins the Heisman. It's very possible.
Bo Nix wins the Heisman.
I'm going
That's
over.
been the joke going around that this could
I'm-
be the year.
I'm going over. I like Sean Payton.
Oh, now you just reminded me that I fucking hate Sean Payton. I'm going under.
I'm gonna go. They're gonna be like a 6-win team
Yeah, exactly.
because
I honestly, no, I'm leaving it there.
you got to figure 2 losses against the Chiefs, 2 losses against the Raiders,
They're not
and 2
losing.
against the Chargers, right there.
I don't know.
They
about the
could easily beat the
Chargers.
Chargers.
I think it's going to take a year for the Chargers.
See, this one is the one that I was like only 8.5, but I think it comes down to Watson's health.
This division is ridiculous. They can't all win 9 games.
Yeah, I'm going under.
What are the over-unders? The over-unders in this division are 8.5, 10.5. I'm jumping ahead, but 10.5 and 8.5. They can't all win 9 games.
Watch them.
I'm going over. I'm going over on the
So in
Browns.
January, when they're all at 8 wins going into the last week of the season.
And they play each other. So they can't all win 9 games. I'm going over. I think I
Danny,
don't like
Under.
Deshaun Watson, but they're talented.
if Watson stays,
They're the
did they
Browns.
resign Flacco or no?
No, he's
Who's their backup?
no one.
No, it's
They got somebody.
Jameis.
It is Jameis.
Oh, it is Jameis. Yeah, we're gonna eat W's over there.
See, I want Deshaun to get hurt now. They go from the least likable team to the most likable team if that guy gets hurt.
It also comes down to how healthy is what state is Nick Chubb's leg in?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but Ford played well last year.
he did.
He did, but still it comes down to Nick Chubb's leg and what direction it's facing. Now onto the worst division in football.
Again, the logic that we said for the North, or the AFC North, both applies to this. They can't all be bad. Somebody's got to win football games.
Right. I'm going over.
Yeah, me too. Their over-unders are 7.5. Okay, I was listening.
Saints
to
are
something on the
7.5.
radio,
Else
and they
is in the
said
division.
that the Panthers are good, or
Yeah.
like
Panthers are 5.5.
improved. No, the Panthers stink. Panthers, Saints 7.5, Falcons
Who else
at
is in
9.5.
that division?
The Falcons are at 9.5.
Falcons.
Well, I mean,
Falcons are gonna win that division.
they're probably going to win the division, but I'm still going over for the Bucks.
But then again, are they actually gonna use Kyle Pitts in the offense this year, or are they just gonna? Or what was the running back's name?
Bijan.
Bijan.
Is he gonna get used at all this year?
It's all on Kirk, Captain Kirk, at your help.
Is it though? Until they bench him in the middle of the season and they say,
Michael
we'll just
Penix.
cut him anyway.
For
Who cares about $100 million
Desmond Ritter
guaranteed?
still
No,
there?
it's
Penix.
Penix.
Where's Ritter? Is he still there?
Saints.
No, Saints.
Oh, got it.
Right?
He's in
I think he
oblivion.
went to Saints.
I don't
Yeah,
know
he's-
where he. I don't know where he went. He's not gonna make the team. I heard.
Ritter?
Ritter?
Yeah, I don't think he might
Wow.
get cut.
Desmond
Well, that was
Ritter.
quick.
Right? Desmond Ritter, that's his name.
Yeah.
That is his name, yeah.
He is the Cardinals backup quarterback.
Okay,
Oh.
so he might be the backup.
So they have another backup.
So who the hell are the Saints?
Saints, it's Carr, and I don't remember. Well, Taysom Hill technically.
Finn's boy.
My guy.
My
Spencer
guy.
Both my
Rattle.
guys at the
My
quarterback room.
guy. Now that's a guy.
Danny, the guy we
Here's
were
the
thinking
guy
about in Carolina is
Who's listed
Spencer
as a
Rattler
quarterback
from
but doesn't-
Oklahoma.
is what? Where is
Is the
Spencer
Saints'
Rattler?
third string quarterback.
Ooh,
I couldn't name
ooh.
the second guy, so I just skipped to
If he breaks out, Spencer Rattler.
The
watch
Tommy
out.
DeVito Spencer Rattler game in December at MetLife Stadium is gonna be legit.
Another Heisman candidate, Spencer Rattler.
There's more Heisman candidates, former Heisman candidates out of this draft class than there was.
Oh, how old is Spencer
And I think out of
Rattler?
all the quarterbacks, they had what, one total? Right? Kleb won one, right? Danny, did Kleb win a Heisman?
No,
Who?
Caleb.
Williams didn't win a Heisman?
Oh,
No,
Caleb.
I
Yeah,
think-
Caleb did 100% won one.
Did he?
Thing,
I stopped
yeah,
paying attention to the
two
fucking Heisman.
seasons ago.
Okay, I stopped paying attention to the fucking Heisman.
You know, it's like 50 years since what's his name won one. Yeah, Kleb won, he won one in 2002.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
22. Who won it last year?
Jaden,
Jaden.
Oh,
which people keep not realizing. The Washington, whatever their names are, made a move today.
Yeah, but Dotson has been asked, so it's whatever.
Well, yeah,
They had to give up a pick to get rid of him.
not just that. Look at them as a sleeper for Ayuk.
Yeah,
Ayuk's
yeah.
last year in college, Daniels was his quarterback at Arizona State.
I mean, I thought they got to figure
Yeah,
that out. The Niners got to figure that out
That's
quick.
not a secret. He's been putting stories on all season. Yeah,
They gotta
that's
figure
where they're
that
gonna
out.
be going. Yeah, they've been flirting. It's been obvious flirting.
The most obvious has been the Steelers, though.
Right.
Yeah, and then they realize that he goes, "Ew, I don't want to play with Russell Wilson or Justin Fields."
No, he doesn't want to go there because the fucking management came out and said that they want to pay Pickens as the number one receiver, which is why they won't overpay for Ayuk.
Right.
Whatever. Cardinals.
7.5.
Damn.
I say over. They'll get 8 wins.
You think?
I'm gonna go. Who did they draft this year? They drafted somebody.
Yeah,
Marvin
they
Harrison
drafted Marvin
Jr..
Harrison Jr.
That's right.
and Kyler's healthy.
I'm still going under. I'm being negative today. Everyone's gonna lose football games.
They're gonna win 8. They're gonna win 8 games.
That
Listen,
feels
and
like
they
a
also
lot.
have Willie Hernandez at the right guard, so they're definitely winning it.
Like they're the third best team in that division, I think.
Fine.
I'm gonna go under. Dan, you said over.
Yeah, I'll go under. I don't
You're
feel
going under?
Yeah, I don't feel confident in that.
Chargers.
Chargers,
They're gonna win
under.
8 games. They're
Under.
winning 8 games.
Yeah, under.
Yeah.
Don't like them at all.
Don't like it.
Chiefs
That's an
11.5.
That's an over.
That's an over, right? Yeah.
It is.
You would
Just
think.
is.
Yeah, just do it.
It is.
8.5 for the Colts. I think it
Under.
comes down to Richardson's health, but he also looks like trash. He just threw a pick six that was like literally.
Is
into the
Minshew
back.
still the backup?
No,
No,
Minshew is the
Minshew's
starter of the Raiders.
in Vegas.
in Oakland. He is.
Not Oakland, Vincent.
I'm sorry, Vegas. I always do that.
And it was funny. They both sucked in the preseason game, and they're like, we're gonna have to talk about it. And then the next morning, Minshew's named the starter.
Give me.
Well,
the
they
under.
talked about it.
I like Anthony Richardson. The head of conversation.
do.
I do like Anthony Richardson, but
I
I'm
do
going
too, but
The key is going to be him and Taylor's health. If they're both healthy together, it could be a dangerous team.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Because they have options. Ben, what are you giving on them? Over,
Under.
under? I'm going under on the Cowboys.
I'm going over.
Over.
I'm going under
10.
because I don't like the CeeDee Lamb situation.
Yeah, they'll be fine by week 1.
Him and Dak. Neither of them.
They'll be fine.
Yeah.
Dolphins, I'm going over.
I really don't like the Dolphins.
I don't like them starting in like middle of November. But
know.
like
Yeah.
until then, they could
Over.
probably get to like 7 wins. And
You're right. They're
I'm-
going to get to 7-3 and then win 3 games the rest of the year. Give me an over.
Yeah, give me over too.
10.5 for the Eagles. I'm going over on that one.
This is my hot take. The Eagles
under.
stink.
Under. They're gonna get 10 wins.
They're going to win like 7, and Sirianni is going to get fired.
Oh, that'll be beautiful.
That's my hot take. And Jalen Hurts stinks.
Falcons are going to go over.
So we're all hot takes.
Falcons are over.
I'm going under. I don't trust Kirk Cousins coming off a Achilles injury.
I'm going to go over. I like the weapons too much. I think he can just manage
Vice
things.
versa, Steve.
Oh,
He
my bad.
flipped us, but it's okay.
It's okay. Just letting you know.
Under.
Under 6 wins.
Sorry, boys.
Daniel
I mean, you're
Jones
going with it too, you know.
Our last season with Daniel Jones. Can't wait.
Wait, can we have that conversation? Really, I know we're gonna have a conversation on the preview, but like I said this to Danny the other night, this is just gonna be a start over process, right? Like, are they gonna keep the coach and the GM?
GM, yes. I'm gonna go.
See, this is funny. I think it should be the other way around, but yeah.
I think they're gonna keep the GM, and he's gonna make the decision on Dable.
Nah, he's not firing Dibs. I don't see it.
I don't see it either, but
Like,
I like
They're
in
a
the
package
Hard
deal.
Knocks the Mara relationship with the GM was good.
Yeah.
So that's why I think he stays around.
they made their decision on Jones. Like they both of them, right, made the choice.
Yep.
So
No,
but-
it's a package deal.
The other thing is
They
my
survive
opinion-
one more year.
my opinion is that off camera from the Hard Knocks, they like the possibility of another quarterback that's coming out.
well, that's what I'm saying. If they're smart, they give them another quarterback, like a shot at another process with the quarterback.
Yeah, just look at it's so frustrating, man, because you just know how good Daboll is, and just having Tommy DeVito win 3 games and
I know.
scheming him to win is just all you need to see. And Tyrod looking good and explosive.
And it comes back to the Coughlin years. How many times did we fire him?
right.
But they just stuck it
But
out with
then
him.
again,
and
we
they-
had Eli.
right.
Okay,
No,
that's a
him and
different
Eli
situation.
came in together.
You had your
granted.
guy in that situation.
Listen, if he could figure out Daniel Jones and bring him back to 2 years ago, Daniel Jones.
We need him to throw over 20 touchdowns, Steve.
No,
It's
I
like-
understand that,
No,
but
I know,
he's
it's
got
just
more
not-
weapons than he had 2 years
I
ago.
know, I agree with that. It's just
So if
when's
he can
enough
get
enough?
him there, then the conversation,
I
then
know.
you start having that conversation
He
again.
was running a
Plus,
college.
Kirk
offense.
Cousins is going to be available again next year to give him another $100 million
No, oh my God,
guaranteed
no.
somewhere.
Please, God, no. And then-
Derek Carr is probably going to be available.
Oh my God,
Vin's
no.
boy.
Oh my God.
Okay,
I'm-
Danny, you have to
no.
realize though. I know.
Just
Listen, I
get
know.
me
I
a
like,
just
wait,
get me a
hold on.
rookie. Just get me a rookie contract. I am not like,
Oh,
dude. I'm
I
not
agree.
We
watching
need it
Derek
because of the
Carr.
cap. We need
I'm
it
not
'cause of the
watching.
cap.
I'm not watching Derek Carr.
but that you understand that Derek Carr is not going to make $40 million a year. Like Derek Carr would be an
No,
affordable person.
Finn, I'm aware, but just get me a rookie
I'm-
quarterback.
If you want a rookie quarterback,
Just get me a
start
rookie
Drew Lock.
quarterback.
Honestly, like pull the plug.
Well, he's hurt, so there goes that.
We're gonna win enough games to not have a good pick like
That's what I'm
Owens.
saying. Start Tommy DeVito then. Like Anyway,
just
this
we're in
is a
hell.
conversation for next
Vince
week.
still butthurt from being beaten by Tommy DeVito. Jaguars.
You know what Jordan Love did that the Giants don't do is beat the Dallas Cowboys. Anyway,
It
continue.
doesn't
Yeah.
count. You guys beat the Cowboys every year, no matter who's playing on your team.
I had cancer the
Yeah,
last
and you
time
guys lose to them every year, no matter what.
I had cancer when the last time we beat Dak Prescott.
Look, listen to that. Listen, the man is what are we at? 6 years, Danny? 8 years clean.
Listen, in that time, he also had
Dak,
a tight
rookie
Dak
Danny
had a
has had
tight
an entire
hamstring.
life. He's beaten cancer and had 2 kids, and you still haven't beat Dak Prescott.
His kids have never seen the Giants beat.
No, never.
No, hold on. Did John? No, that's wrong. Johnny did see them beating the Cowboys that final game when who was the quarterback that game?
Oh, the
Rush,
year
probably.
that Romo thought he just had a tight he pulled his hamstring.
Yes, the year Dak's leg went that way.
Yeah,
it's just a cramp.
Was it Cooper
Let's
Rush?
just hope
I
it's a
don't
cramp
know.
now, boys.
No, it wasn't Cooper. It was Dalton, Andy.
It was Dalton. Yeah, it was Ginge. Yeah.
Was that the 2020 season?
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
the
I
awful
think so.
2020 season,
2020.
and Wayne Gallman almost ended the game with a fumble, and
Fumble.
everybody's, "Oh my god!" Then we
They
never
beat-
saw him again.
They played them in the game Dak got hurt, right? And they won, I think.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. The Giants lost on the final drive.
They lost the game Dak got hurt?
Yes.
The Cowboys won. It was on the final drive.
I thought the Giants won.
No, we blew it.
Yeah.
But you beat
Greg
them
the
later on
leg
in
hit
the
a
season.
34-yarder with 52 seconds left.
But later on in the season, you won a game, you're saying?
Correct. Yeah,
The last game of the season.
because we were still in the playoffs, and then
It was
we
one of
blew it
those
up.
weird last game of the season. If we won and 6 other teams lost or tied, we would have
No,
went into.
we just need the Eagles to not bench everybody. That's what.
Oh,
that's all we
And
need.
they did in the
one.
second half. Yes.
It was that one. Okay. Yes, I remember.
That Jalen was literally in the red zone, and they're like, "Nope."
Correct.
So
We're out. Yep. I mean,
All right.
that's
Jaguars 8.5.
over.
yeah, they're gonna win.
I like the
division.
Jaguars. I already
Jets
said
9.
under for the Colts, so I'm not really sold in the division. Over.
Yeah, let's go.
I said under for the Bills because I'm
The
going
drought.
over for the
The
Jets.
drought is ending.
I'm going
It's
under.
happening.
They're gonna win 9 games.
They're
They're gonna win that
Okay,
div-
that'll
they're
make the playoffs.
They're gonna make the playoffs. I never said they weren't gonna make playoffs.
The drought is
But-
over.
Drought is over.
You just have to hope he doesn't get flashbacks of playing in San Francisco all those
You just
times.
have to hope he doesn't open his mouth. That's the last thing I'll say.
Flashbacks playing in San Francisco.
I mean, it's week 1, whatever. He's the worst week 1 quarterback in the history of quarterbacks.
Well, last year he didn't even play week 1. He only made
Correct.
it 4 snaps.
And all
No.
the other years, you can look. They played. He basically didn't play the other weeks. I think they lost a game to the Saints week 1, 37-3.
Excuse me. Nothing will beat the game against the Bears in Khalil Mack's first game as a Bear.
That
Where
game
Khalil
was
Mack killed
insane.
him.
That might have been his
And he-
last good
and then he-
game 1. I'll be honest.
And then he Willis Reed out of the.
He admitted that he was so high for that game too.
Oh yeah. I'm going.
Under.
I'm going over for the Lions. I think we're both going to win 11.
Ooh, I'm going under.
I like them a lot.
I do like them, but I don't know. They're gonna have a little stink on them this year.
Okay.
Lions, I went.
They're gonna
No,
still
I
have
meant
10
to go
wins. They'll have 10 wins.
What
but
did you both said under?
I
I'm
said
going
under.
over.
I said under.
Over.
I feel
Over,
like
over,
did
over,
they-
The Pat-
No, they signed Jared Goff, right?
Yes, and then I'm
They
going
might have
over
given
with
him an
the,
extension.
and then I'm going over with the Packers, and it's gonna be the same old crap. They're gonna battle out for the division.
5.5 for the Panthers.
Somebody's got to be bad.
Another year.
Are they actually going to get a first round pick this year?
Yeah.
If they suck?
Are they the lowest over under with the Broncos?
No, Patriots 4.5.
Oh,
Oof.
there it is.
Yeah.
I
I'm
think
gonna-
I like. I'm
Drake
going
May?
over. Yeah.
I'm going to go under because he has no weapons this year,
I
but
don't-
he's going to play
And
well
that-
enough.
And that division's so stacked. I'm going under. Yeah.
Oh, that's a
I'm
good
gonna go
point.
under for this year, but I think he's gonna show enough where people are gonna be like,
Right.
I kind of want to play with this kid.
But yeah, this division's so unbearable. It's all the years of the opposite. And now they're
Right.
the laughing stock.
The
Under for the Raiders. I don't like them at all.
I also think this is that Mayo's basically in a bad spot over there. Yeah, Raiders are under.
I'm gonna go. Oh no, I'm gonna say
No,
they
you're
win
not.
6 games.
Yeah, Vin, come on.
I mean, listen, I don't hate Gardner Minshew as a quarterback,
I know.
and Pierce is like he's a cool dude.
Yeah, he's
Right?
cool. I like him, but
Now
now it's different that he's not the interim coach.
That's true. Way over, not way, but over. I think the Rams are gonna win 10 games.
Yeah, I'm with you, Vin. They're one of my wild card teams.
Who, the
Yeah.
Rams?
Yeah.
This is my hot take.
They're gonna stink.
All right.
You're gonna hear about Cooper Kupp come trade deadline.
I mean, history has taught us the only way that happens is if Matt Stafford gets hurt, which is very possible.
Well, he is already hurt, by the way, but he said
Yeah,
he's
but-
fine.
He's fine.
He's preseason hurt, which
he's a
means
tough
he's just
son of a-
making
No.
up an excuse.
I know. I'm just saying.
I hate this fucking division. They're all winning 15 games. That's it. They're all just gonna
Yeah.
go.
So
They're all
They're-
winning every game and they're tying against each
Derrick-
other. That's it.
It's gonna be a cheat code from Lamar and
Yo.
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry and Lamar running is crazy. That's definitely an
No
over.
one's stopping that.
Oh
What
my
an
God.
upgrade from Justin. Well, he's
What
still
did I
there.
say for the rest of this division?
The Gus Bus. What an upgrade
The
from
Gus
Gus Bus.
Bus?
Gus Bus from Derrick Henry.
I said let's see, Falcons.
It's like an
I
angry
said
Derrick Henry too this year because people
over.
said he was washed up.
Right.
I'm going under for the Saints.
Yeah, they stink. I hate Derek Carr.
I don't hate Derek Carr, but I'm still going under. I think it's a 7-win team.
Under.
I think they're due for a revamp of the franchise.
I'm going over for the Seahawks.
Yeah, I don't hate the Seahawks, or do I?
Who's backing up Geno?
Good question.
If you had to guess, who would just take a guess?
I feel like I did this recently. And I should know the answer. Sam Howell.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
That's a bad
That
answer
was-
to that question.
No, I like that answer because I
Yeah,
like
he's not
Howell.
bad.
If he had an offensive line,
And they had a better line, yeah.
And isn't Dan Quinn coaching them?
Yes.
No, Dan Quinn is the
Sorry,
Washington.
he's the Commanders coach.
Yeah.
Then who's coaching Seattle?
A guy whose name is very similar to the coach of the Dolphins.
Mike
I don't-
McDonald.
There it is.
Yes.
What's the,
Pete
the
Carroll.
Dolphins coach again? McDaniel.
McDaniel. Which, by the way, when I got the alert that when I woke up at 2 a.m, seeing the alert that Pete Carroll was going back to teaching, and it started off where it said former Seahawk and USC coach Pete Carroll, I automatically thought he was dead. Sorry to say it, but
I'm glad he's not dead. I don't like him, but I'm glad he's not dead. I'm gonna go over on that.
I didn't mean to put the under in there yet. Danny, Steelers,
Hold on. Steelers.
8.5.
They're gonna do it.
Yep.
Over their defense.
I don't like Russ, but they always just do it.
And
Mike Tomlin just wins 9
made
games
it,
every year.
They made it with Rudolph as their quarterback at the end of the last year.
Literally, the guy does not go under 500. 9.5. Ooh.
I'm going over.
I do think they're the best team in the division, so yeah, I'm going over.
Who's the other team in the division?
Jags.
Oh, the Jags.
Titans,
I'm going over.
Jaguars. Titans win 6 games this year.
Yeah.
Who's their quarter?
Will Levis.
Yeah, under. That's the answer. Under.
Another guy who's probably going to get traded again at the deadline, DeAndre Hopkins.
They have too many
Or
too.
cut within the next week.
Vikings under.
Yeah.
It's Sam Darnold.
I'm going to go just under.
Just under. That
They
stinks.
have the weapons. I mean,
They had the weapons last year.
they didn't have a quarterback for half the season, though.
Is Sam Darnold any better than what they fucking had?
I mean, isn't anybody better than what they had?
That is true, but Sam Darnold stinks.
Washington, I'm going over.
Really?
No. It's
I'm
neck
going
and neck. I'm going under.
It's gonna be like 7 wins, but I'm going over.
They're gonna be that annoying team. Like
I'm gonna go under, but you're right. They're gonna be annoying 6-12. Whatever.
So
oh no,
what?
Dan Quinn, that's right.
Yeah, their
Dan
offensive
Quinn.
line still stinks. Their defense still stinks. But Jaden Daniels is gonna be fun.
Who did?
And he has the weapons. He has some
Wait.
good weapons.
Well, we'll see what happens when they make another
This is
wide receiver move.
Hurts my head. Is Chase Young still on the 49ers?
No,
Did he sign anywhere?
Yeah, he's on his third team. I want to say Titans.
Really?
Chase Young is currently a New Orleans Saints defensive end.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did he get a big contract?
No, definitely not. No way. Man, we dodged a bullet on that one.
1 year, 13 million is pretty good. He got to prove it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's got one of those here. Now prove
You got to prove it. Yeah, that's it.
So rated.
That's not a bad defense if you look at the Saints.
Well, yeah, the defense isn't bad. They're a defensive-minded coach too.
Jordan Cameron
right
on one end. You're gonna put Young on the other end.
Yeah, he had 7.5 sacks twice. It just
that knee injury.
That second
he
year
won
knee
defensive
injury.
rookie of the year. Jesus Christ.
He did, and everyone was expecting big things out of him, and then.
Well, the fact that the Washington's D line never made it to what it was supposed to be is a shame.
Yeah.
They still have Payne and Allen.
But you know what?
My boys.
If he can come back from these, he played 9 games and 2 games in the middle years, so there's still hope.
Well,
you called him overrated. I wouldn't call him overrated yet.
He's not. He hasn't been a bust yet.
I didn't say he was being a bust, but
you said overrated.
That's not a bust, though.
Okay. We'll see.
For what he was supposed to be, he's overrated.
Okay.
With that being said, next week we will be back with our NFL preview show, giving our divisions and playoff teams and all that fun stuff. So have a good week. Enjoy the last weekend of the preseason. Most of the people aren't playing anyway.
Yeah. Stay healthy for the players that are trying to make teams.
Right. And those who have been playing well, like that humongous defensive lineman who ran 30 miles an hour last week for the Giants.
Yeah, Elijah Chapman.
From SMU.
Yeah, he's 6 foot.
Mustangs, baby. Right? Are they still Mustangs?
Yeah. Yes, they are.
We'll talk to you guys next week.